All right, welcome back to another episode 8 of Talk Some Rasslin. This will be the 5th episode today, guy. Blacklight, thank you very much for joining us. I don't know what's going on the top of the screen there, but it is obviously time to take flight down on the bottom. So how you doing, sir? Thank you for coming and saying hello to the channel.
It's a pleasure, Randy. Thank you for having me. We're not too worried about what's happening elsewhere on the screen right now. Just like I ain't too worried about that next Saturday when I fight, because it won't be much of that.
Yeah, I think I'm pulling for you. I know you got one heck of a mountain in front of you, but you've done nothing but prove that you're capable and you have great I think it's your time. I'm just speaking from myself. I think it's your time. Now I know a lot of people might disagree. Shaun Sims is a monster. Shaun Sims has been champion for a long time for a reason. He won last year from number one. You came in, you won this year. Here we go. The immovable force meeting the irresistible object, or is it the other way around? How's that go? The irresistible force, that would be you. Meeting the immovable object, that would be him. So here we go. WrestleMania 3 all over again.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's surprised it took this long for it to finally happen. Honestly, because it's inevitable. But that's fate. Hero versus monster. The story is old as time itself. The good guy, the bad guy, the ultimate good guy, the ultimate bad guy. And let me give Shaun Sims all the credit that he deserves because he has been dominant for an entire year. He won the last Christmas Chaos Rumble from number one, won the heavyweight championship right after that. Not only that, he did come back from an injury that could end careers of a normal human being. So I'll give Sims the credit that he deserves. I 100% will. That said, that's where it stops because I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of the way that he's mocked me, talked bad about me. And I don't know if he knows where I'm from, but I don't play that. I don't play that at all. So he has to pay the piper on January 25th. And by paying the piper, that means losing the heavyweight championship to Blacklight.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all you do is run your mouth, bro. Like, you've not proven nothing to me besides beat everybody in that battle world, which is pretty much easy. I did it from number one. As you said, an old, washed up, has been old man with one knee. If I can do it, anybody could do it, even a fake superhero with no powers. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I see Shaun Sims has graced us with his presence.
Hmm.
So everybody, welcome Shaun Sims to the channel. Shaun, Blacklight's just telling me that he has a lot of respect for you. I don't know how much of that you were listening to, but he says it's time, and this Saturday he's going to take that belt from you, and I think I believe him.
I heard what he said. I heard every word that he said. And I think it's a bunch of bull because if he had respect for me, why is he calling me out the way that he's calling me out? Like he earned his spot. Like, good for him. I applaud you for that. But then to go and talk about my injury and talk about my age and talk about, I mean, what kind of hero does that? Aren't you supposed to win with dignity? Just like I said, everything that I said about you is true. You're not the hero that everybody thinks that you are. It's why you hide your face. I think that there's a deeper, darker person in there that you're trying to hide. And if I have to, I'll pull it out because I know for a fact you're not the hero that everybody thinks you are. I tell everybody who I am. Yeah, I joke sometimes from time to time, and I don't really think that I need to go full monster for this match because it's just going to be a joke, honestly. Not saying that you're a joke, not saying that you're a joke because I've seen what you can do. I do have respect for you, but I don't have respect for somebody who hides behind a mask that claims to be something that they're not. I've seen the videos of you trying to get me mad. just spewing, and I could see the anger in you and the slob coming from your mouth. I think that something might be wrong with you. You might be a little bit closer to me than what you think. So I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, it's when Saturday comes, and we'll see who's still standing with the title.
I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be a battle for the ages. I mean, the truth be told, this is the fight that I need. And this is why I'm trying to make sure that you bring every bit of the monster that you claim to be. Every bit of the monster that you claim to be, because I deserve to have that fight. I earned that fight, as you said, and I deserve to have you at tip-top condition. I deserve to have you as angry, as violent, as dangerous, as deadly as you can be. I deserve that. I earned that, and that's the fight that I want. I don't want any jokes. I don't want any laughs. I don't want any of that nonsense that nobody cares about. I want the fight. I want the most brutal fight of my life, and I know that you can deliver it, and that's why I'm trying to bring that out of you, because you're not going to tiptoe around the ring in the match with me. You won't be tiptoeing in the ring with me. No, you are going to be every bit of the monster that you're supposed to be, so that way I can prove to everybody that I am everything that I ever said that I am.
You see this? Are you watching this, Randy? You're seeing how
I am
angry he's getting. You're seeing that's what I'm talking about. That's the darkness that I'm talking about. He's not the hero that everybody thinks he is. He's hiding behind that mask, trying to play, everybody. He's got this facade that like, oh, I'm the hero, I'm the good guy. He's not. He's not. I'm telling you right now, he's closer to what I am than a superhero. I could promise you that. And I'll prove
You
it
do
Saturday.
make a good point. You do make a good point, Shaun, because I have to ask Blacklight. It's been bothering me for weeks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I seen you roll up Big Sal, and I'm pretty sure you held the tights. And that always struck me as like, whoa, that's not something Blacklight would do, but I mean, you never claimed not to either. So, maybe when it comes to fighting a bigger guy, a stronger guy, a taller guy, whatever it may be,
Then
you
the
will
hero
do
chief.
whatever it takes, which is
The hero chief.
maybe our mistake for thinking that like you were super good and that you couldn't ever like break a rule if you had to, but so is that something that you have noticed that is changing? Because I haven't ever seen that side of you before, that you would do something like that to win.
So I've had to learn, and I've had to learn the hard way, that when you're fighting the villains and you're fighting the bad guys and you're fighting the monsters, they're not afraid to cut corners in order to get what it is that they want. So I
That's
realized that in order to beat the bad guys, I might have to use some of the same tactics that they do. And I'll throw a question back at you, Randy. If it meant stopping the bad guy, if it meant stopping the threat that was coming after your life, would you not do whatever it is that you needed to in order to beat the bad guy?
that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. One of my idols, he would say, by any means necessary.
All
So when
right.
it comes to stopping the bad guys at this point, by any means, whatever it takes. If they're a bad guy, if they're standing in the way of justice, I will do absolutely anything in order to get the right cause done.
Hey,
And
can't
and
argue
you know
with
what the
that.
right cause is? Do you know what he's fighting for? A false idol. He's fighting for a title. He I didn't do anything. I haven't hurt anybody. All I do, people get put in front of me, I put them down. That's all I've done. How does that make me a bad guy? How does that make me any different than anybody else who's been the champion? The Tony Vargases, the Sins, uh, everybody else who's had the title, the Swoles, the Devin Dangers. It makes me no different. The only difference is I just hold it for longer. Not discounting any of those guys, not even discounting you. You've had a title once upon a time, but now all of a sudden that one wasn't good enough. You want the big one. You want to step up with the big boys. I get that. I understand that. I mean, if I was in your shoes, and I wouldn't like me either, because I am standing in your way, but it's not standing in the way of justice. I have something that you want, so you're going to do anything you can underhanded to try and take it from me, which I kind of respect, but it's not going to happen. I, I, I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face about how I'm not the bad guy. I'm just the guy that has something that you want, and you're going to do anything by any means necessary to take that from me when it's how's that justified? So I guess I'm telling you, Randy, dude's not a good guy. Did I ever claim to be a bad guy? Have I ever done? How many underhanded things have you seen me do? How many people have you seen me go and attack and cheat to win? Honestly, you have
No,
footage of me winning
aside from eating
straight
all
up.
of your opponents, that but you don't hide that fact.
No,
That's what you
I
are.
don't.
You bite people. But that could be underhanded or cheating. But no, I haven't seen you go out and do a dastardly deed of attacking someone from behind or throwing someone through a table or getting a whole army out there. No, I mean you have popcorn out there, and but yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't need the help. Nobody ever said you do. You are a monster and you are capable. You've shown it. You've proved it. You took Kat's belt from her, or Kat's favorite wrestler's belt. You I have to listen to that for the last year.
I
You've
mean,
earned it. You've kept it. You've proved that
technically,
you
I never
deserve it.
lost it in the first place. I never lost it in the first place. So I'm counting from the first time I had it till now. I've been the champ the whole time. They were interim champs when I wasn't there. As soon as I came back, I did exactly what I was supposed to do, take back what's mine. Plain and simple.
I can't argue that. I mean, I'm not calling any of them an interim, but you have a point. I mean, none of them beat you.
That's a
But
good
if the
point.
same thing happens to anybody else, it's the same. People lose their belts for injuries all the time. You came back. You went number one. You went lasted 29 people. And you actually outlasted all of them and beat them all up along the way. Like you didn't just weasel your way through it. You never hid. You never went out of the ring. No, you went about it like a man. I'm proud of you for all that. Like you're not a bad guy. You're right, but you are a monster, and Blacklight is a superhero. So it's just like Godzilla versus Kong, Andre versus Hulk. Andre wasn't a bad guy either until he choked Hulk Hogan and broke the cross, but he was all right. He was a good dude, but he was a monster.
Okay, so you have a point. You said one of your analogies was Godzilla versus Kong. Who was the bad guy in that situation? I mean, if you want to get technical about it, weren't they both kind of bad guys?
Right?
A
Yeah.
similar situation in this. I truly believe it. I'm not saying that I'm righteous. I'm not saying that I'm holier than thou. I'm not saying that I'm a good guy. But I'm
So
also
you
not
a
hiding
bad guy,
behind a
Blacklight?
mask.
He keeps going. He keeps going to the mask. He keeps going to this. This isn't about hiding anything. This is all about representation. This is a symbol. This represents something. It represents hope. It represents fairness. It represents opportunity. When people see this, they see that they have a shot at life. They see that their dreams can come true. When they see this, they see someone to be there to protect, to defend, to fight against all those who dare bully, all those who dare try to pick on and mock and tease and cut down individuals. When they see this mask, they see Blacklight, who will stand against anybody who dares bring that type of nonsense in front of them. So it's not hiding anything. I'm not afraid of anything. This is a symbol. This is a symbol right here.
You look like Donatello from the Ninja Turtles, bro.
I'll take that as a compliment. Donatello's my favorite turtle.
I was more partial to Michelangelo. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I like Casey Jones. Was that his name? No, I don't even know. I don't watch.
Casey Jones with the mask. Casey Jones wore the Tony Vargas mask, right? Yeah.
Was he the hockey player, the one that wasn't a
Yeah.
turtle, like the human? Yeah, that's the only one I ever remembered. He was always running around with the girl, so I liked that guy. I didn't want to be in the sewers. I wanted to be up top with the skateboard, and a hockey stick.
I have a question though. I have a question for you, Sims, as the heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
What's your why? Why is it important for you to sit at the top of the mountain as a heavyweight champion?
Why is it important for me to be on top?
Yes.
Why not?
So
Honestly.
that there is the key difference. For you, sitting at the top of the mountain is just something to do. It's just because you want to beat up people because you can. You want people to come and try to knock you off the top of the mountain because you feel like it. There's no end goal with that. There's no purpose to that. That's the difference between you and I. So my goal with knocking you off the top of the mountain is to stand at the top of the mountain as a beacon, as a symbol. There is a purpose.
You can say that all you want. It's fine. You want to know what the purpose for me to be on top is? For years, I was overlooked. For years, nobody believed in me. And you know what? That's fine. I'm glad that's the way that it went. I was like, I didn't get anything handed to me. I busted my ass and worked my way to the top of not only this company, but other companies. And I was the top of the mountain there for a very long time. And I will continue to be the top of the mountain of any company that wants to book me. Trust me, I'm gonna be number one. I don't need to hide behind any masks or symbols. I deserve everything that I have. I don't undercut anybody. Nothing was handed to me. I busted my ass. You know how old I am because you brought it up, and you know how long I've been doing this. And like I said, the beginning, yeah, I was a stepping stone because I was big, and people would challenge me all the time, and that's fine. But nah, now I'm the top.
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation.
That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters.
Raider Nation.
Oh my God! Just when I was almost on your side, you almost turned me, Shaun. You almost
It's
turned me
cool.
from the
It's cool. Your
Almighty
team is
Blacklight.
watching just the same as my team from the couch.
That's true. We're watching the NFC East. That's worse. We're watching our division.
It's so much worse for you because I mean
That's like no matter what, I have to listen to it.
But yeah, not to undercut your question. It's not just I like to beat people up. I mean, I do like to beat people up, but I did work my way to the top. I didn't just get it handed to me. So, and in order for you to be where I'm at, which eventually I think you will be, I'm not taking anything away from you. I just don't think it's going to be Saturday. Like maybe eventually you will beat me. Like you said, I'm old. You're young. I've recently come off a surgically repaired knee. You know, your knees aren't much better. So, but you know, you got youth on your side. I've taken a lot of beatings from a lot of people bigger than me. I've taken a lot of beatings from a lot of people smaller than me. Maybe Saturday is your lucky day. I just don't foresee that in your future. But just so you know, all the joking and everything aside, I do have respect for you. But like I said, I don't think that I need to go full monster to keep this title on Saturday. I don't think I have to.
Can you slam Shaun Sims Blacklight? Speaking of Andre Hogan.
150%, absolutely, I can slam Shaun Sims. Here's the thing. We people have laughed, and this is where I can get what Shaun Sims is saying. I haven't wrestled as close to as long as Shaun Sims has. But from day one, I was teased. From day one, I was mocked. From day one, I was overlooked. From day one, I was underestimated. From day one, I was asked to not even be part of the business. Truth be told, you want to know what I was told? People were told my twin brother Reese was better. That's what I was told. That's exactly what I was told. There is no place for me. There is a place for Reese, but there is no place for BLAQLIGHT. That's what I was told. So I feel and respect everything that Shaun Sims has just said, because to be told so early in my own career that I don't belong here, that was painful. That was really painful. And it was a hurdle that I had to overcome. And I think that everyone has seen that I've been able to time and time again prove that not only can I overcome those hurdles, but I can produce and I can meet expectations, exceed expectations, and prove that I can carry the team on my back. I proved that, and I intend on proving that this Saturday in our match.
There you go. He brought me back to the other side. I'm back on Team BLAQLIGHT.
I mean, everybody's on Team BLAQLIGHT. I get it. I like I said, if I wasn't me and I was on the outside looking in, I'd probably be on Team BLAQLIGHT as well. But the thing is, unfortunately for all of you, is that I am me. And I'm definitely on Team Sims because I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. I mean, I know what he's capable of too. I watched him for a year when I couldn't wrestle. And then I've been watching him since I've been back to wrestling. I knew our paths were going to cross. I knew it. Didn't think it would be this soon, but I knew our paths were going to cross. And when they did, either A, I win, B, he wins, or C, we both kill each other and we're both out.
I'm content with every single one of those outcomes as long as you give your 100% all.
I'm going to give my 100% all. I promise you that. You're not coming in and walking over me, whether I'm in there smiling and joking or not. Yeah, you're going to get my 100%. Believe that.
That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I'm not a joke.
Guys. All right. Let's save it. I know. I believe both of you. That's what makes this so intriguing. I have no idea who's going to take it. Me and Tom were arguing. Me and everybody's picking different sides. I know Shaun thinks everybody's picking BLAQLIGHT. Nah, it's 50-50. This is a good-ass main event match. You both deserve to be at the top, being honest. I love both of you guys and what you guys bring to Next Level Pro. I wish you guys both the best. I want both of you guys to come out of that match better than you went into it. Don't come out hurt, either one of y'all. And just put an end to this debate. Who is better? What's stronger, the irresistible force or the immovable object? It seriously is going to come down to that. This Saturday at the WrestlePlex in Sacramento, if I can make it all the way from Fresno to go check this out for years, like 2 years straight, your guys' product is legit. People need to follow suit. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's worth the drive. Go check out your local indie scene. And, man, I got goosebumps over here just thinking about it. So I want to thank you guys for what you guys both have done. And I'm looking forward to the best man winning Saturday night.